The YouTube marketing classes told me that I'm supposed to call my fans something, so I came up with this name. Let me know how you think about it. I'm going to call you guys subscribers. I'm a narcissist just like any other YouTuber, so I like doing these comment videos. I did one of these 2 weeks ago and it went over really well. You guys seem to like it a lot, so I thought I'd do one again. If you weren't here for that last one, basically I read all the comments on my videos. Maybe you don't know that because I don't reply to all of them, but I do read all of them, and sometimes I find interesting ones that maybe I don't feel like replying to on the actual video, but that I wanted to talk about. So today I'm going to take I guess technically 7 comments, or I guess technically 6 comments, but it's really 4 topics that I wanted to talk about the comments that I got in my videos over the past 2 weeks. So the first one says, I don't watch your videos because of the clickbait. I just watch them because I'm a fan of your channel. And I knock on clickbait a lot, and I try not to do it myself, but I think this shows a good point. And in an ideal world, how clickbait should work, and I know clickbait has a negative connotation. I mean, especially coming from me, someone who bashes it so often. But how clickbait should work is you should bait someone into clicking it with like a cheesy thumbnail, and then within the first 30 seconds of the video, or by the end of the video, I guess if they're really patient, they should want to subscribe to your channel and continue watching. And at that point, you've used a catchy title and a catchy thumbnail to get a new subscriber, and it's all fine and dandy. The type of clickbait that's bad are the ones that when you overuse words like best or first place, when you're not giving like an event, it's like first place out of 6-person locals, but like I'm not going to put that in title. I'm just going to say first place. Stuff like that where it like truly baits you into clicking it and then it's not what it really promised in the title or thumbnail. That's the bad kind of clickbait. So when I make videos that are sort of ambiguous titles like Pot of Desires is garbage, maybe when you first click it, you'll be like, okay, this is sort of clickbait, but then by the end of it, hopefully you're like, oh, he actually has some good points, and I can understand and appreciate that he was just putting that title there and using that thumbnail to get my attention away from the other YouTubers that you might come across. And like I said, I am trying to keep the integrity on this channel at an all-time high. It's really difficult for me because like it'd be so easy just to grow even faster than I am if I started really hammering down on the clickbait. But I don't really want to do that. I don't want to sacrifice what I think is good content to get cheap subscribers or anything, or cheap views. So thank you for acknowledging that that I am trying to make quality videos, even if they have sort of clickbaity titles occasionally. I think on the grand scale of clickbait titles in the YouTubeverse, mine are really mild, but I can understand that some people don't agree with that. So I just wanted to point it out. The next comment was, you also upset by the time we get the pendulum crystals, assuming we ever do, the pendulum zones will be in the back row, essentially making Rainbow Ruins unplayable. So if you don't know, there's been Crystal Beast pendulum monsters that have been out in the OCG for at least a year now, possibly even 2 years. I honestly can't remember when I made this video on them. I want to say that I actually originally played these cards on DN, so if that gives you any sort of timeline, it must have been a while ago, but basically these cards have been in the OCG for a while, and when they were announced, it's not like they would have been good here. They're good in Crystal Beast, don't get me wrong. Crystal Protector and Crystal Vanguard, Protector being on the left, Vanguard being on the right. Vanguard's actually incredible. It prevents like targeting for your Crystal Beast monsters, and then also you can like tribute it to like search crystal cards, including Crystal Beacon, and that's just like really stupid. And their scales are good too. It's 2 to 5, so you can summon all the Crystal Beast monsters. They're level 4 and 3, so you can use them for Exceed summons. And I was pretty hyped for them, even though they would have been not great at the time. But even if we just got them now, ignoring link summoning rules, these cards just are so behind what the competitive curve or even the rogue curve is. And when they first got announced, I thought maybe they could make Crystal Beasts at least playable at a regional, but the game has just spiraled so much out of control, and these cards are so outdated. I mean, neither of them is getting you pluses. That's like the problem, and I hate using that as like an example of like why a card is bad. But in a game as fast as we are in right now, even like forgetting about Zodiacs, just look at the last like 6 months or whatever. These cards just can't keep up. I mean, having defensive options in your scales for your Crystal Beast monsters is cool, and searching Crystal Beacon is still really cool, and yes, I'll play these cards if they come out, and there's a couple sets on the horizon that might include these, maybe. I know a set coming out at the end of the month definitely could have these in there, but the whole set hasn't been leaked yet, so I don't know. Hopefully, I don't think by the time this video goes up, that whole set will be leaked, but anyway, yeah, I'm still wanting to play these cards, but yeah, it is also very frustrating that by the time we get these, it's pretty likely that the Pendulum zones will be in the Spell and Trap card zone, making Rainbow Ruins, like you say here, I don't know about unplayable, but definitely really bad. And I've waited for these cards for a long time, and I mean, I'm looking forward when we finally get them, but man, it's just been so long, and I wish we got these cards way sooner. The next thing is pretty relevant. So it says, keep doing more Yu-Gi-Oh! Satire. It can be your niche. I don't know. I can't. It's too hard to pronounce. Kill me. Keep that intro for every video, please, too. LOL. So this comment addresses two different things. First of all, I've really started going hard on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Satire, especially in that link summoning video. That whole video is basically just calling out the Yu-Gi-Oh! community for clickbaiting people and stuff like that, and that's really what that video is about. And I've talked about it before. I did that ban list video, the response to, well, I guess the title is Response Konami's, and then ban list TCG 2017 Yu-Gi-Oh! The Is Where, and I keep bringing that one up too because that was like probably the most clickbaity title I've ever made in my life, at least in the past like 2 years. But that whole video was just about like stop falling for clickbait, and that was sort of a lesson. I hope someone learned something from that video. I don't know if you did, but I've made other videos in the past about clickbait. I feel very strongly against it, and I think it's very prevalent in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community. So I think I've kind of taken it upon myself, at least at the position that I'm in right now, where I'm like a mid-sized Yu-Gi-Tuber on his way up to like 10k subs, hopefully by the end of 2017. But I've taken my position as someone with, I mean, a semi-big audience. Not in relation to like John or Nadir or anything, but I mean, it's an all right size audience or whatever. And I've taken that position to try to talk about some of the issues that I feel are plaguing the Yu-Gi-Tubing community. Clickbaiting being one of them, intros being one of them. I don't know if intros are terrible, but a lot of them are. Very few of them I don't just want to cringe through. So yeah, and then also the intro, you guys seem to really like that. I kind of just threw that together, and I guess now it's like a running joke on my channel. I don't know how long I'll keep it. I have a couple ideas going forward for it. I mean, obviously this video, it was a little more warped than you're probably used to, but just in general, I do have some ideas for it going forward, but I don't think it's going to be here forever, because so first of all, it's like really long, and that was like kind of the joke when I originally made it. It's like, here's how to get the video to 10 minutes so you can get like double AdSense or whatever, but being too long will definitely make the joke stale faster than it would be if it was like a 7-second long intro. But I'll keep it around for a little bit. Look out for some more fun stuff with that in the future. The last thing I want to talk about, and there are actually more of these comments, but on the last mail opening video I did, I got a bunch of comments about how I couldn't open anything because I don't have any scissors or knives. So we have keep a dull blade around for tape shut top loaders, changes your world for the better, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is why we use scissors, and I'm gonna donate you a knife, LOL, you needs one. I have knives and I have scissors. I just, at that time where I was filming that video, I did not. I mean, if you look at the last mail day I did, the only other one I did, like a month ago now, I guess, when I opened all the Sky Scourge cards, I definitely had scissors or a knife on me. I can't remember which. It was probably scissors. I have these things available to me in general, but when I recorded that video, I really just kind of rushed it, and in terms of like setup, I wasn't really thinking about that. And also, like, I've ordered cards before that don't have tape on them, or that have tape that's really easy to come off, and you just never know when you open them. And mail day openings are really hard because I mean, I guess you could fake it, but generally speaking, you can't like redo a mail day opening. I've had before where I've gotten halfway through a mail day opening that I tried in the past, and like there'd be like an interruption, like someone would say something in the background, and then it's like, well, what do I do? Like edit it out, I guess, and then there's like a weird cut for no reason in the middle of the video, or do I just not post it up? And I always just chose to not post it up, and I don't know if that was necessarily correct. I guess now with the daily uploads, I probably would have just posted it, but back then I really didn't care. But yeah, so when you get like halfway through something, you can't just stop the video and go run and get scissors. And I know for the last package in that video, I actually did have to pause the video, which killed me, but I honestly could not open that Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles package without like picking at it with a knife for like 5 hours, because, I mean, not like 5 hours, like 5 minutes, but it was a while, and because it had like I said in that video, it melted to the plastic containers, so like I actually couldn't pick it off, and like I probably should have cut it sooner, but I was really hopeful that once they got like a little section picked off that I could just unwrap the whole thing, but that was not the case at all, so I got like super screwed on that. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed these comments, I guess. I don't know if I'll do this show in the future. I guess we'll gauge the audience reception of it once again on this video. I don't know if it's like a one-time deal, and yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye.